Hi guys, it's Peter here from Discovery Adventures, continuing to work on this 2005 Land Rover Discovery 3 2.7 diesel. I've now installed the new upper control arm. This one we got this morning, came in from order from Roger Young Land Rover in Saltash, Cornwall. So we fitted a genuine Land Rover upper control arm. We also ordered new bolts that go through the bushings, so 2 new bolts and nuts for those, and also a new nut for the ball joint. It's important to remember, if you order the parts from Land Rover, the control arm will not come with the new bolts and nuts for the bushes or the ball joint. You'll need to order those. Also, what I've ordered as well and fitted is a new connecting arm for the height sensor, because I found the original one had a small split in it. When I took that off, that's only literally a couple of pounds. The job was very simple. To reinstall the control arm, including full assembly, probably took no more than about 25 minutes. Obviously that's excluding fitting all the under body trim, etc., which I'll do shortly. Now, on the bolts that go through the bushes here, again, as I say, it was a 9mm nut on this hexagon end here, 19mm and a 21mm socket to go on. So this end, the nut end, is a 19, and so the bolt end's a 19 and the nut is a 21. The most difficult one to fit was the one round the back there. Again, I had to go in from the back of the unit, and that was quite difficult to actually get the socket on there and tighten it up, whilst also holding the nut on this side. But you know, a little bit of perseverance, and it's not too difficult. One thing that I omitted to do was order a new nut which holds the brake pipe on. The one that I took off, I don't know if you can just focus in, just see it there, there's a 10mm one. That one, when I went to undo it on the original one, was seized in, so I ended up putting a little blow lamp on that one, heat the nut up, and then it just came undone. And that was a little bit chewed on, that one already. Whether somebody's had a go at replacing the brake probe in the past and chewed it up, I don't know, but I'll get a new one of those next time I nip over to Land Rover. It's always worth mentioning, if you get a nut which won't come undone, it's always worth trying a bit of heat on them. Obviously don't use it anywhere where there's any flammable substances or where you can melt any rubber components. The rest of the job, what I've done is, whilst I'm here, I've cleaned up all the chassis there, and I've also treated that with Hammerite rust, cure rust, and I left that for 24 hours before putting a wax oil on. I used a Tetrasil one in this particular case, just a light spray just to give the chassis some protection. Obviously be careful not to spray it where any of your rubber components are, because I believe it can actually react and deteriorate the rubber a lot quicker. What I did use also is, when installing the arms there and any of the pipes where they're hard rubber, I've used a silicone oil which actually rejuvenates any rubber to help keep it soft, but it's also a lubricant, so it helps those just to slide on initially without causing any damage to the pipes. And again, it's always worth giving a little squirt of that onto any rubber components. It just helps prevent them from drying out and perishing. The one I used in this particular instance was the Power Flux silicone oil, but any good proprietary one is absolutely fine. Any questions, drop me a message and I'll try to answer those as quick as I can. If you've enjoyed the video, then please hit the like button and subscribe for future videos that I produce on working on the vehicle. Also, there's a little bell, if you'd like to click on that one and press all, then every time a new video comes out you'll be notified of it. I am intending to drive down to Spain in September to go down to the Land Rover party. So if I do, and I'm pretty certain I will, I'll produce a video of the trip down there and the event. I went down last year and it is a really good event, so if anybody's thinking of going on an off-road event, definitely head down to Spain. There's 70 kilometers of off-road track there which you can use. 3-day camping, so good trip. Okay, thank you very much.